Ridiculousness 11.
Down, you saw him doing a little bit already.
Oh, nice play at third. And in time for the hour's pitch. And Ollie Dunn comes up with a gem. Well, we've seen two excellent defensive plays in this game already.
I'll tell you, between Vinny Capra and Oliver Dunn, I mean, third base has been handled extremely well.
For a lot of teams, things did not go as planned. Now, if the experts thought that you were going to have a horrible season, that is a good thing. But for most of us, it didn't work out as planned. But no worries, it's just the All-Star break, and we still have the second half of the season. So let's dive into my tiered list with a little bit of a remix looking back at what people thought during spring training. All right, so let's dive on in. So I really liked this Yahoo Sports preseason spring training, tiered list. So you can see the date on this. This is Thursday, February 20th, 2025. So this is almost, I guess, over 4 months ago, approaching 5 months ago. So definitely towards the middle of spring training. And they have these 4 tiers. They have the contenders, they have the outside shot, they have the long shots, and they have a category just titled prayer. And I definitely love that. So we can look at the contenders. So here's what the fat cats in Vegas, the people that put the money down and take your money when you make a mistake, here's what they thought. And for the Dodgers and Yankees, they did a pretty good job. I mean, they didn't go out on a limb. They just really said the same people that made the World Series last year are going to make the World Series again this year. I know it took a lot of research for that. The Dodgers are playing like World Series contenders, and the Yankees are doing really well as well. We can see that they're, the ninth best team? So I don't know. Relative to what people thought, they're slightly underachieving. The Blue Jays are playing well. But we know that the underachievers of the past 3 decades continue to underachieve. Makes me sad. You can see I'm wearing the Braves hat. The Braves were expected to go toe-to-toe, even in a very tough NL East. They were expected to go toe-to-toe with the Phillies and Mets, and eventually, I think a lot of people thought when the dust settled, when the smoke cleared, it would be the Braves versus the Dodgers for the 50-11th time, and maybe we could have a replay of the 90s and have a Braves versus Yankees World Series, but that is not to be this year. The Braves are definitely the biggest failures of the contenders tier. You have the Phillies who are doing well. They're in first place. Mets doing well, wild card team. Orioles are the second biggest failures of MLB for the first half of the year. Definitely we can look at the Braves and Orioles and just see that we're well down here. Baltimore and the Braves. So total disappointment. And then you have those Astros who always find a way to win, whether that's good or bad or how they do it. They are playing well this year. So I think outside of the Braves and Orioles, they did a good job of the contenders. Now, outside shot is very, very interesting because the teams that did the best in the outside shot are the Cubs and Tigers. And the Tigers, by winning percentage, are the best team in baseball. And the Cubs are the third best team in baseball by winning percentage. But they have the same amount of losses in the loss column with the Dodgers. So really doing their thing. Outside shot, Red Sox, Boston Red Sox are, they're in the wild card hunt. So definitely doing their thing. Padres, I mean, what a tough division to be in. They're 1 game back in the wild card. Got that very, very competitive NL West. We can look at the Mariners, 1 game back in the wild card. The Texas Rangers, where are the Rangers? 4 games back. So I think they're underachieving a little bit. Same thing you could say with the Diamondbacks, 4.5 games out of the wild card. The Guardians, just 5 games back. And the Twins. So outside shot tier was very interesting, but look crazy. The long shot tier has just totally overachieved. It's like they should have flipped the long shot tier with the outside shot tier. You have the Royals, where the Kansas City Royals, 3.5 games back in the wild card. That is not long shot right there. That's a short shot. And then you have the Milwaukee Brewers, who are in the wild card position, one of the many wild card positions they have nowadays. You have the Tampa Bay Rays, also in one of the wild card positions in the AL. You have the Blue Jays, who just totally overachieved in first place. Sorry, 4.5 games, in first place. Yeah, let me make sure. Sorry, I want to make sure I get it right. League, where we at? Division. Sorry, yeah, in first place. Thank you. It's all these teams. I don't have all this memorized. I'm not some kind of genius. Then you have the Reds, who are 3 games back in the wild card. The Giants definitely overachieving. I mean, if they weren't in that division with the Dodgers for the past 70 years, they'd have a different story. But I mean, both teams have won a lot of World Series, so nobody feels sad. Sorry for them. Speaking of World Series, teams that have won a World Series or two, you have the Cardinals, who are definitely overachieving, and you have the Pirates way down here. I mean, Pirates. I mean, they always have a place in my heart. It's one of the. I think I've been to. I don't know. A lot of the stadiums that I've visited are no longer open. Turner Field, Fulton County Stadium, a few of those like that. But I think it's one of the 10 or 12 stadiums that I've been to. I've been to PNC Park. So, and then we know back in the early 90s with Barry Bonds, Andy Van Slyke, Doug Drabeck, that team that, the Braves just always found a way to sneak by. That Pittsburgh Pirates means something to me. And the pray. We should all pray, but yeah, these teams got to pray, do a double scoop. You got the Sacramento Athletics. That's what I'm calling them, because Major League Baseball does not give them a name. They're playing as expected, but they managed to kill my Braves one game this week. Then we have the Nats, who say, you know what, we're not just firing the manager, we are firing the general manager as well, which the Braves would do that in our situation. Angels are probably the class of the prayer division tier at 3.5, and then you have the White Sox, who are from an AL perspective, American League perspective, are historically bad. But the Rockies said, "Hold my Coors beer," like I did that Coors Field. They the Rockies are so bad. The last time a team was as bad as the Rockies, it was like when people were like shooting the basketball, underhand into a peach basket. That's how bad the Rockies are playing. And then the Marlins are playing as expected. So let me know your thoughts. What do you think? Which one of these teams in these tiers is going to be going up to another tier by the end of the season? And which one of these teams, or which team do you believe have actually hit their peak? Leave a comment if you haven't already. Like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you next time.